Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone. We are from Group F and we are going to present material about the advantages and disadvantages of computer-assisted language learning and teaching for foreign languages. And our group consists of 5 people, namely myself, Muhammad Fadil as a moderator, Nur Sakina Al-Safir Said will explain the introduction. Sartika will explain the history of computer-assisted language learning or CAL development, and Nurul Makbir Aziz will explain the actual challenges of implementing CAL, and the last, Nur Wafik Aziza will explain the conclusion. Okay, enjoy watching this video. Okay, the first speaker is Nur Sakina. Time is yours.
Okay, the first introduction. This article aims to describe the need for second language learning method and technique and the possibility of the computer-assisted language learning in developing communicative competence in the technical institution. This is important to understand the possible application of the internet in foreign language learning and teaching to provide winner application for students to communicate effectively with people around the world in the authentic environment.
Next, the second speaker is Sartika. Time is yours.
Short history of computer-assisted language learning or CAL. According to Berson and Debsky 1 in 1996, there has been a gradual development for computer-assisted language learning or CAL. It has known 3 different phases. The first one, behavioristic CAL. Advantages and disadvantages. Nowadays, repetitive language drills and practice are still used, as the approach offers a series of advantages. Providing whenever necessary access to the same learning material is essential to acquiring a language. Allowing students to access the same material over and over again and offering immediate and non-judgmental feedback every time is ideal for mastering a language. Presenting such a language materials on an individualist basis without time-keeping and deadlines, offering students the choice to study in their own rhythm is beneficial for owning a language. The second, communicative CAL. Advantages and disadvantages. There is a second phase of CAL whose main teaching approach was based on communication. It became popular in the years 1970s and 1980s. There are several types of programs developed and introduced during this phase. There were some programs that offered practice of skills in a format whose basic target was attained by playing computer games. Even if in this type of programs, the computer still represents a tutor. And the last, interrogative CAL. Advantages and disadvantages. Another disadvantages may be represented by the fact that the greatest part of the success of implementing CAL in classroom as part of lesson development depends on the teachers alone, on the way they use internet source. Whereas in 1997 proposed some guidelines for implementing CAL that are helpful for teachers who teach foreign language. Mainly, these guidelines refer to the way a good relationship between teacher, computer, and student can be established during classes for foreign language.
Okay, next, the third speaker is Nurul Makbir Aziz. Time is yours.
Okay, thank you so much for the moderator who has given me this opportunity to explain about these advantages and disadvantages of CALL. So, in addition to the advantages and disadvantages stated along the three phases of CALL development for the learning process, taking into account the main guidelines outlined above. The actual CALL phase, which is continuously developing, updating and improving. Some other advantages and disadvantages can be identified by teachers of foreign language. As for of the advantages or benefits of computer language lesson, there are. The first is computer can promote language interaction between teacher and learners. The second, it offers the possibility to simulate some process and phenomena in motion through animation, and there's some experimental demands. Third is method and manners of organizing efficiently and modern the educational or learning process. Fourth, getting used to computer technology from an early age influences students' intellectual development. And the last is it offers the possibility of realizing a string of didactic operations, which are very important for evaluation and also for developing students' creativity. Next is some disadvantages that may alter the educational process in general and language learning process as well can be. First, deterioration of the teacher role in the learning process. Next, division in small sections and well delimited of content leads sorting the matter, favoring those students with analytic thinking but not those with semantic thinking. And next, there are controlling step-by-step students' mental activity by the teacher steps then from developing creative abilities and entrepreneur spirit and initiative. And the last is excessive individualization of learning can lead to denial of the teacher-student dialogue and leads to the isolation of the learning process from its psycho-social context. Well, I giving back the moderator.
And the last speaker is Nurwafik Asisa. Time is yours.
Okay, thank you moderator for the chance that has been given to me. Here I will talk about the conclusion. The role of the teacher in the classroom is very important, and even though computers have become part of the learning process, helping students with information, it is the teachers that can provide valuable feedback and offer always good information to their students. Teach them how to correctly choose the right and genuine sources of information on the internet and also be creative. In other words, computers are valuable tools for the learning process, and the internet can show a good potential for use during language learning and teaching. But the most important is the human factor. There is the teacher whose role is irreplaceable when it comes to providing moral guidance, to being a mentor who shapes career and social development and encouraging intellectual growth. Concluding is, even though computers cannot and should not ever replace teacher for the reasons above mentioned, and even if there are more advantages that favor computer-assisted language learning and teaching in classroom, such developing technology should only be seen as integrated into the learning and teaching process, as part of a daring endeavor in developing a successful educational system. I think that's all for me. I give it back to the moderator. Thank you.
That's all the presentation from Group F. Thank you for watching this video. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.